All right, let me know if y'all talking. I mean, let me know if y'all can hear me. I think I just fixed it. Let me know if y'all can hear me now before I continue on. All right, good. Finally, damn. I knew I should have. I knew I should have checked around and made sure this stuff was good to go. I had a feeling this was going to be kind of messy to start off with. All right, cool. What's up, Disco? What's going on? What's going on, John? Um, Base guy. What's happening, everybody? I had a feeling this was going to be kind of messy when I started this off. It's my first time live streaming, so you kind of knew it was going to go kind of bad at first. Yeah, um, yeah, what's going on? What y'all want to talk about? This is a open discussion. I'm open to talking about not anything, but if you want to ask things about, whether it's NASCAR, IndyCar, uh, hell me, whatever. Go ahead and throw some questions at me. And while I'm answering y'all questions, y'all can see me play Wreckfest. And I ain't gonna lie, I haven't played Wreckfest in a long time, so I'm kind of rusty on here. So with the gameplay that you're gonna be watching, it's not gonna be all that great. But man, I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, man, y'all can't hear me? All right. So John, he sent the chat. I think Road Atlanta will replace one of the Atlanta Motor Speedway races. Yeah, I would like to see Road Atlanta on the schedule as well, but I would like to see a road course get replaced though. Like, I don't want too many road courses on the schedule. I think y'all know, if y'all know me, um, I don't like. I want NASCAR to not go overboard with the road courses. So I think like five or six is like the sweet spot in my opinion. So one road course I want to see go, actually two road courses I wouldn't mind seeing going away is Indy Road Course and the Charlotte Roval. You take those away, and then yeah, you could bring in like a Road Atlanta. Um, Opinion of the 2023 NASCAR Cup season so far. If I had to rate the season so far, the NASCAR season, I'd probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Um, the Super Speedway races haven't been all that great. Um, Short tracks haven't been all that great. The only racing that's pretty much the only type of tracks that provided good racing so far is the mile and a halves, and we seen that last year. So um, road courses have been the only road course I've really enjoyed the season so far is the most recent one. Well, I should say street course. Um, the Chicago street course. So and Coda Circuit of Americas was pretty good too until the last 10 laps when they turned it to a you know what show. Nah, Disco. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't got iRacing, and I've been going back and forth whether I should get it or not. Right now, I kind of don't care about getting it because I just don't see myself. I don't think I'm gonna get my money's worth, to be honest. Because I seen a couple of people. I know a couple of people that got iRacing in the past, and they got on there and they actually didn't enjoy it, and they went right back to consoles. So, all right, let me get something going. John says, in my opinion, I think NASCAR start considering using the regular intermediate package for Atlanta. I think you said meant to say for Atlanta. I would like for them to, but they're going for super speedway type racing at that track right now. So I don't think Atlanta is going to continue to produce the type of racing that um they got going right now. Like I think eventually it's going to get to a point to where um it's going to look like an old Daytona race before that track got repaved. It's going to get spread out. Tires are going to get worn out because that track is aging really fast right now. Like I don't know if you guys notice when y'all watch it, but the track has like a very light look to it already. It has seams. It's going to get to a point to where that track is going to, even if they keep the super speedway package, it's not going to be pack racing like NASCAR wants it to be. So um, I think that pack racing it's going to be short lived when it comes to at least for Atlanta. Jeff said the Roval had too many good moments to be replaced. Yeah, but um, I don't know, man. Like the Roval they came up with the Rovals because the Charlotte mile and a half at the time wasn't producing good racing. Um, I'm not saying that I want a second date for the Charlotte Oval because I think every track on the schedule should have at least one date. But um, I don't know. I just don't want the Roval. Uh, I've never been a big fan of the Roval to be honest. I've never been a big fan of it. It's produced some wild moments, but it's like bottom tier when it comes to road courses, in my opinion. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Let me know if the game audio is too loud. I'll try to turn it down. Yeah, Jeff, I agree with you, man. Like, I think iRacing is overrated, though, man. Like, I got a couple of friends that have it, and they be telling me all the time, like, man, you should get on there, and I'm having a blast and all that. And it's like, I get it, iRacing, it's a simulator. It's realistic. It's way more realistic than the console games, but there's no career mode. Like and I'm a career mode guy. Like I like racing online, but I want to experience a career mode. I want to experience what a driver experienced in real life, contracts and driver retirement, starting up your own team, stuff like that. Yeah, Disco said, yeah, I wouldn't recommend iRacing to anyone unless they really like online racing. It's also too expensive for sure. See, yeah, like I'm not gonna go out there and pay $1,000 for a PC, and then I don't even know if I'm even gonna enjoy it or not. So yeah, I've been going back and forth about it. Right now, I'm kind of more on the side of no at the moment, um, but we'll see though. I mean, I shouldn't have to go out there and get a PC just to get a good NASCAR gaming experience, but that's where we're at right now. Uh, let's see. You got some sliders for NASCAR. Uh, I don't know what you mean by that. To be honest, you got some sliders for NASCAR. Disco said, "I would love for Atlanta to change to the point where they can get more traditional mile and a half racing. I don't know if it's possible, but that would be great. Take the get rid of the super speedway package. That's all they got to do, to be honest. If they just if they can just run the mile and a half package that they have now, at other tracks, then yeah, I think the current Atlanta wouldn't be as bad, as it is right now. So right now, the reason we see in pack racing because they running that super speedway that super speedway package. What's up, Chippy? What's going on, man? All right, Disco said the audio sound perfect to me. That's good. All right, cool. Jeff said there's a track in this game that is pretty much like Martinsville. Yeah, I think I know what track you're talking about too. I haven't played this game in a long time, and I used to get on here with my buddies, and all of a sudden everybody just put the game down. But yeah, this game is pretty fun though. I kind of wish everybody can get back on here, but everybody just stopped playing it. Should be said, iRacing doesn't even look that good. Yeah, like when it comes to like graphics and stuff, I don't know if you talk about graphics or you just talk about like just the feel of the cars, but yeah, I just think it's overrated in my opinion, man. And I get that they have, some people are going to bring up saying that, hey, they got AI on that game, but once again, like, they got AI, but there's no career mode. So, you know, iRacing is not going to fully satisfy me, even if I get it. What's up? What's going on, Corn? What up, Elite? Overreaction to SVG, or is there more coming from there? Overreaction to SVG. Um, what do you mean by overreaction? Like, do you think that people are you don't think that he deserves the credit that he's getting, or hello, Lee? I'm new to your channel, but I got to say I'm quite impressed with a lot of your videos. Any future plans for your channel? Uh, yeah, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got a lot of videos coming, man. a lot of videos in the works right now. I'm gonna let you guys in on what I'm working on in a little while, but yeah, I got a video releasing this weekend and lots of videos in the works, man. I can't wait to get them out. I know I was supposed to have a video out this past weekend, but just been busy. Oh, you said, are you ready for SVG to put them in a full-time cup? Do you want to see SVG? Do I want to see SVG in a full-time cup car, full-time cup ride? Uh, yeah, I would like to, as long as he's in good equipment. I don't want another Marcus Ambrose situation to where, Marcus Ambrose. We know how talented Marcus Ambrose is. He just never had the equipment underneath him, and the only time he would show up is at road courses. So, if Shane, if he can land at Trackhouse, um, I think he'll. Who knows how he'll do it at the ovals, because that's the mystery right now. We know that he can excel at road courses. Obviously, that's his background, but can he, you know, do good at ovals as well? So if he does come to the Cup Series in 2025, like, and he gets a full time ride, like, the big question is gonna be, can he perform at the ovals? And it depends where, like, if he does land at Trackhouse, and if Trackhouse is still competitive by 2025, um, you know, we'll see what he truly has. Disco, hate to go, but I have to go to work now. Good luck with your channel. Thanks, Disco, man. I really appreciate it, man. I was listening to your live stream while I was at work today, actually. Appreciate you coming on, man. John said one series I would recommend if you don't watch is IMSA. Oh yeah, I watch IMSA. I've been watching IMSA for quite a while now. This game is ridiculous, man. We are racing couches. This always been funny to me. Um, what's up, Parker? I've been really enjoying your videos. Keep up the good work, man. Thanks. Appreciate it, y'all, man. I'm just gonna tell y'all, man. Like, I did not expect my channel to get to this level. I know 2,000 subscribers is not a whole lot to some people, but to me, that's a huge deal, man. Like, I never thought I would get to 1,000 subscribers. So I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel, and like I said, I got a lot of videos in the works that I think y'all like. So yeah, this is it's pretty shocking to me, man. I ain't gonna lie, I started a live stream up and I saw it was like only two people in the chat tuning in. I'm like, man, is anybody gonna join us? Or I got kind of nervous at first, but then everybody started showing up. So I appreciate y'all watching. What's going on? Sorry if I mispronounced this. Yandiri Motorsports. What's going on? So, Parker, your videos about NASCAR on Fox is spot on. It's crazy to think the direction Fox has gone and just the lack of seriousness and professionalism from the producers. Yeah, Fox. I don't want Fox. I really hate that they are gonna be. They're gonna most likely be covering NASCAR going forward, just from they re-upping their contract. So, unfortunately, we're gonna be stuck with them for a very long time unless I really hope that they overhaul their broadcast because man, right now it's bad, terrible. Like I from the production, the commentating, just the whole vibe of the broadcast is just terrible right now. Like honestly, I wish NBC can cover the whole season. I know people. I know it's gonna be some people that won't agree with that, but NBC they do NBC. You can criticize them about some things as well, but for the most part, man, at least they take the sport seriously. Like Fox, they treat it like it's like it's I don't know, like some circus. Man, I'm doing terrible in this right now. For those who just tuning in, man, I haven't played this game in like almost a year, so I'm rusty. Trying to read these chats. Oh my god. Uh, Wait to get iRacing when rain is implemented. I probably won't even get iRacing to be honest. Like I said, man, I go back and forth whether I want iRacing or not. I don't. I'm not eager to get it. Um, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I did really want the I really wanted iRacing, but as time goes on, man, I just kind of changed my mind about it. What's going on? He Ice Black. What's going on? William. I thought Haley Deegan was driving. Oh my god. Nah, you're mistaken. You thought Joe Graff Jr. was driving, or who's that? Oh no, Chris Wright. That guy to be reckoning in the Truck Series every week. There's a couple of guys in the Truck Series, man, that be wrecking every week. Chris Wright. What's that guy name that got into it with Haley Deegan recently? I forgot his name. Lawless Allen. Or yeah, Lawless Allen, or something like that. lot of damn money for iRacing. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I just, I'm just not about to get it, man. Not right now. The best thing that we can all hope for is that these NASCAR games on console eventually turn around. That's all we can hope for. I think Zane Smith will win Mid Ohio this weekend. Yeah, he almost that battle between him and Parker Kligerman last year was classic, man. That was like top notch racing right there. Those guys were. It wasn't no like contact or anything. Those guys were just going for it. That's what I like to see, man. Like I'm glad that Zane didn't just drive his car into Parker Kligerman and dump him. Like that's what you want to see. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was gonna happen, man, as the laps was winding down. Cause you know that Zane Smith, he's getting more and more impatient. You know, he's trying to make the move, but he just can't get there. So, um, I really thought that he was gonna dump him, but luckily he raced Parker clean. Hopefully they can we can see another good race this weekend, man. I'm to be honest, I'm looking more forward to the Truck Series race this weekend than both Xfinity and the Cup Series because I'm not a big fan of Atlanta, this new Atlanta. So um, hopefully uh, hopefully the Truck Series put on a good race. John was telling me back from the dead. Yeah, John was telling me he was a wrecking ball, man. But hey, at least he can say that he's a Truck Series winner. Get that what was that? He got that fuel mileage win at Vegas in 2015. Zero to hero said I spent too much money on iRacing. I don't even play it. A lot of the content I own, nobody even races with anymore. The free contest was populated in D class race. Yeah, that's my fear, man. Like if I get iRacing and I'm not enjoying it, I'm gonna be pretty pissed off because I'm gonna feel like I wasted my money. So um hopefully if I ever do get iRacing, um I'm gonna hopefully I can enjoy it. Oh snap on Greg. Oh yeah, I forgot that he's making his Xfinity debut on Grant. I can't pronounce his last name. I forgot. It sucks that he's gonna be running part time for the rest of the year in ARCA because they've been tearing up too many cars lately, and you know that team is small, so um he got dumped by somebody in the ARCA race. It was a JGR car, and his interview was uh like demoralizing, man, because he was like I said, he drives for a small team, and um yeah, Connor Mozak, yep, that's who it was, and he didn't like and they don't think nothing of it. When they do dump, these smaller teams, like they just ignore it. Williams said he was the original caution clock. I guess you talking about John West Townley, yeah. Rest in peace to him. But man, that was he was a wrecking ball. And it's funny, he was like the only truck series driver during that time that was like wrecking every week. Now it's like a good portion of the field that drives just like him now. Yeah, Lawless Allen and Chris Wright and some of these other guys, man. Y'all know how I feel about the truck series. Like the truck series is just a mess. Um, it's just it's not good anymore, man. It's not what it used to be. Greg was justifiably upset, but I'm sure, very sure Connor didn't mean to wreck him. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like um, it's just a messed up deal because like Connor, he's guaranteed to race every every race because he drives for a top notch team, and then you got Greg Van Alt, so he can't even he's not sure that he's going to be able to get to the next race every week. So when when his cars get messed up, that's a huge deal. At least there's some drivers that know how to race like Corey Haim. Yeah, it's not all the truck series. Like Corey Haim and um Matt DiBenedetto. Um I know he just made a huge mistake not that long ago, but Ty Majeski, uh Grant Enfinger, Matt Crafton. There's some guys that know how to race in the truck series, but it's like I'll say like it's like 40% of the field that actually know how to race, and then the rest of the field, man, they don't know what they're doing out there. John said, I doubt it, but I feel like another reason Greg is not full time is because of his lack of road course experience. Yeah, probably. WR Mike said, who y'all got for Atlanta this week? Well, if you wonder who I'm picking, um, um, Atlanta for the Cup race, man, this I don't know, man. Like the Fords, the Fords are fast when they go to super speedway races. So um, I'll probably put my money on the Ford winning this race, and then Xfinity, Austin Hill. Even though Austin Hill, man, he just got something figured out when it comes to these super speedways. And then, but you can't count out the Toyotas. Like going back to the Cup Series, the Toyotas, they're pretty good. See, Austin Hill for Xfinity, and I got a good feeling that Toyota might win this weekend. Yeah, if I had to bet on a Toyota in the Cup Series, it'll probably be either Denny Hamlin or uh Denny Hamlin or Bubba Wallace. One of those two. Forward killer in qualifying for sure. Yeah, they I think they swept like the like they had like I think out of they had like nine of them that qualify in the top 10 in the spring race if I'm not mistaken. I think like Larson was like the lone Chevy if I'm not mistaken when they qualified back in the spring. Davis Owens said on top of rain needed in night racing, if you spend money for 1 month but you still on the fence, you can always get your account back along with the purchase, content, result records, and replays. Yeah, one of my friends told me that it's a lot of free it's a lot of free content on iRacing. It just sucks that you gotta buy everything though. Like you, not everything, but each track, you know, you got to purchase. I think that the free stuff is like the old version of like Daytona and stuff like that. WRX Mike says going to be a different race because of the temps since it's a night race. Yeah, this race, you right about that because the track is interesting because the track is aging, and then this will be their first time racing at the in the night. So uh, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. We all don't know how this is gonna go. AD Manshop, yo, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the $2. Good job with your channel, bro. Stay consistent. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. My first super chat. Damn, that's what's up. Appreciate it, man. Once again, like I appreciate y'all supporting the channel, man. It means a lot. I did not see myself in this position. Like I started this channel back in like 2013, and yeah, at the time I wasn't taking it seriously, but even when I started taking this kind of seriously, I still didn't think I was gonna get anywhere with this channel, to be honest. And then I don't know, you guys actually like what I put out, so um I really appreciate it. John said, I will admit that there is some blunders in NASCAR that made it really, really hard for me to blame them. What you mean by that, John? Whoa, what the? Oh man, I got the wrong car for this event. Oh man, I picked the wrong car for this race. They got these big ass trucks and buses and shit. Hold on. Damn. Hold on. Wreck at least three opponents, cause at least 2,000 damage. Do I even got? Oh my god. Wait a minute. Oh, this. Oh, okay, cool. I got me a school bus. All right, now I'm ready. Like the 2022 Coke 0400 rate incident because of typical Florida summer weather made it really hard for me to blame NASCAR. Oh yeah. Oh, you talk about that downpour that happened last year in that race? Yeah. Yeah, NASCAR. My opinion on that, because at first I was kind of like NASCAR was taking a huge risk having the cars out there, but the rain came so quickly, and NASCAR, it was only so much they can do right there. So yeah, that whole deal was a bad deal. That whole like deal that happened last year, the Coke 0400. WRS Mike said, "I go online, I'll join." You wanna know what's funny, Mike? I need to re-up my PS Plus subscription. I was about to go online and then they said that I totally forgot to renew my PS Plus subscription, so I gotta get that done um soon. So I can't go online, unfortunately. So that's why I'm playing offline. Same thing happened in 2001 Winston. Yeah, and the cool thing about the Winston is that they let NASCAR let the drivers pull out backup cars and stuff, and so that was a good deal. All right, let's get started. Well, damn. Wait, what you say, John? You mentioned a video of the fans saying that it was raining when they were on the backstretch, but we didn't know. We don't know if it was like that in other parts of it. Yeah, I made a video last year. I made a video last year talking about that, and it was raining on one side of the track while the other side of the track was clear. Um, yeah, it was just a bad deal. I honestly forgot what I said in that video. I don't know if I was being hard on NASCAR about that or. But looking back on that whole situation, like if the rain just comes out of nowhere, it's nothing really NASCAR can do. Now, one thing I didn't like from NASCAR this past week, this Chicago street race, when they shortened the race distance for they shortened the race distance because of darkness. Now, they should have knew that this race they wasn't going to get the full race in because they started so late to begin with. So they should have been like, okay, before we even crank these engines up, we're going to let all the teams know that this is going to be a 75 lap race instead of 100. So that way teams can know, because they just kind of like threw it at the teams out of nowhere, and that screwed a lot of people like Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, and I think Tyler Reddick, some of the guys that was running up front all day. You got to think ahead when it comes to those type of situations. Like, I think that race started at what, 5 o'clock, and it gets dark over here in Chicago like around damn near 9. So yeah, it was no way they was gonna get that full race in. Only right 2 opponents so far. This is terrible. This is not going good. Let me read some more of these comments. Oh my god. Okay, Chastain, get it. Let's see. It was such a tough call in my opinion. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying, John. Like it was pretty much a NASCAR had a hands tied. Scott said, I got a question about NASCAR and the street racing. If NASCAR considers making this an annual thing and go to a different city every year, what would be a good city to have the next street race in? A big market. So Vegas, Nashville, um, I would say LA, but they already got the LA Coliseum going over there. But shoot, you can go ahead and try that too. Like have a street course over there. But yeah, like Nashville and Vegas. Now, even though the Chicago Street Race wasn't a total failure like I thought it was gonna be, I still don't know that if this is gonna be um something that's gonna. I don't know if this is gonna be something. Cause things wear off quickly. So like the Bristol Dirt Race, for example, like people that was a huge deal, but the newness wore off, and then people don't really look forward to it anymore. So you just got to continue to like. I think NASCAR should just switch it up. I don't understand why they got a 3-year deal when it comes to this. So yeah, like I said, Nashville and Vegas. I think those are two big markets. Williams said street racing Afghanistan. It'll be the ball. Um, Rudy said your videos are amazing. Thank you very much. Uh, really appreciate it. Thank you. Williams says Seattle. Yeah, I mean I don't Seattle probably. I'm just thinking of like markets that's like really booming right now. I would love for NASCAR to race at the Vegas track that F1 is racing on. I'm thinking Detroit maybe. Um, yeah, I mean probably the IndyCar just raced at in the streets of Detroit recently. I feel like that course layout was a little too tight. I know street courses are usually like that anyway, but I feel like this one was kind of extreme when it came to just like how narrow the track was. So when it comes to when it comes to upcoming videos, I guess I can go ahead and talk about that real quick. Um, I got the video about the tracks that Speedway Motorsports Incorporated screwed up. That's gonna be releasing hopefully this weekend if I can hurry up and get this video done. I'm not gonna reveal everything I got in the works, but I got a video about NASCAR uh, console gaming. Y'all know where I'm going with that. Pretty much a rant about um, the whole where NASCAR games are at on console currently, and really criticizing the consumers for buying this DLC that they just recently released. Um, got a Larson video in the works, Denny Hammond video in the works. I got a and then I got a video about a certain spotter um in the works. So if you see my community post the other day, you know who I'm talking about. Mid Ohio seems to be an amazing market, judging by how many fans are there at the IndyCar race. Yeah, I enjoy Mid Ohio. I would love to see the Cup Series race there one day, to be honest. But like I said, I don't want the Cup Series to be road course heavy. Like, if you're going to add a road course, get rid of one for another one. So, like I said, get rid of Indy road course, get rid of the Roval. I ain't gonna lie, like some people may disagree with me on this, but um, I think that Sonoma will probably get cut off the schedule soon. Like I look at like I don't know if y'all been paying attention to Sonoma's attendance, but it be looking like a ghost town whenever they go there. I don't think Sonoma is a bad track. I think it puts on pretty solid racing. I know that sometimes you can have blowouts there, but that's part of racing. But I'm just looking at the attendance and it doesn't look good. I would love to now. I would love to see them go to Laguna Seca, replacing Sonoma. I always want to see the Cup cars at Laguna Seca, man, going through that corkscrew, that little downhill section. Uh, that would be so fun to watch the Cup cars try to attack that corner, attack that part of the track. Mid Ohio scene. Oh, I already read that. Uh, I was watching the 6 hours at the Glen to start. It was to let the GT cars start when there was a GTP car stranded, and it made me question about them caring about driver safety. Um, I didn't get a chance to catch the 6 hours of the Glen. One of my friends was telling me about it though. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to watch it. Mike WRS Mike said Road Atlanta. Somebody mentioned Road Atlanta earlier. John, he mentioned Road Atlanta earlier in the stream. I would like for them to. That's another track I would love for them to race at. A lot of tracks that have 2 days can have a date sacrifice for new ovals or road course. That's rich. Yeah, like so when it comes to the dates, I want every track to have one date. I don't care like every track, including Daytona and Talladega. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but you get to spread the wealth when you do that. So if you take a date away from Vegas, Kansas, Richmond, um, Daytona, Talladega, like it gives NASCAR opportunity to add new tracks to the schedule. Replace those dates, the tracks I just named, with tracks like Rockingham, Road Atlanta, Laguna Seca, Iowa. Um, what else? A points paying North Wilkesboro race. Maybe Daytona Road Course. I know, so I actually didn't mind Daytona Road Course. I know some people didn't really care for it, but I actually kind of liked it. Yeah, Mike, I like that. I like Road Atlanta on Gran Turismo 7 as well. That track is fun to drive on. I've been wanting to drive on that track for a while, but no racing game has had it until I think Gran Turismo added it in recently. Daytona and Charlotte are the only tracks I think that needs to have 2 dates. The rest I can live with having only one date. I think, and then another thing about the 2 dates is that so when you have a track that has 2 dates, you people get to pick and choose like which one they want to go to. So, uh, oh, do I want to go to the Vegas race in the spring, or do I want to go to the Vegas race in the fall? Like, if that track has one date, it'll make it to where people will be like, oh, they're only coming here once this year, so I'm going to really try to go to this event because this is the only time they're going to be here. It's not going to be a guarantee that it's going to be a sellout, but we seen tracks that have lost a date and they ended up having better attendance, like Michigan. Like I went to Michigan last year. Me and my brother went to Michigan last year, and They said the attendance the stands was like 95% full, and that was the best for a Michigan race in a long time. If Daytona wants the Fourth of July weekend for NASCAR back, how about run the Daytona Road Course? John said. Um, I don't mind that. I mean, I know I ain't gonna lie, I do miss the Daytona Oval night race on the Fourth of July weekend. That's tradition. And that's something that NASCAR doesn't need to be messing with is tradition. Um, I know they want to have that race as the cutoff race for the playoffs, but yeah, I wish they can go back to that because it's been so many special moments in that race. Obviously Junior winning in 2001 after his the passing of Dale Senior, and just so many other legendary finishes to that race on the Fourth of July weekend. Rudy said, and I agree. The Daytona Road Course was pretty cool to watch. Yeah, I it was, man. Like I actually liked it. Kind of sucks that they got rid of it after like what 2 races. What do you think is going to who you think is going to win Atlanta this Sunday? Like I said earlier, I think a Ford most likely, but I think the Toyotas are going to be not that far behind. So yeah, it's I think it's going to be a most likely a Ford, but it wouldn't surprise me even if a Toyota wins. I'll be shocked if a Chevy ends up winning. Chevy, it's weird. They got a lot. They got the numbers, but um, I don't know. Like they can't hook up like how the Fords and Toyotas can, especially the Fords. I'm gonna stream for like 10 more minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Once again, I really appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Like I said, I didn't think that people was gonna watch. I kind of got nervous for a sec. I'm like, man, it's only 2 people watching, and nobody wants to say anything in the chat. And then my microphone was messing up, well, not messing up, but I had myself on mute by mistake. But this been cool though, man. It's feel good, that people are actually tuning in because that was my biggest fear was that nobody tuning in. I don't know if this is gonna be a weekly thing, but when I do stream, I'll try to make it on Wednesdays because uh that's like the least busiest day for me at least. Uh, they should have Atlanta as the regular season finale and put Daytona back on the 4th of July. You know what? That makes sense because Atlanta races like a super speedway now. NASCAR wants the cutoff race to be NASCAR wants the cutoff race to be, exciting. And I say that with air quotes because I don't think Atlanta is exciting. But Atlanta is a wild card race though, so yeah, it would make sense to put Atlanta as the season finale before the playoffs start, and then put Daytona on the 4th of July. So yeah, I agree with you, Rudy. Just do not have a super speedway race as the season finale, like race 36, because I've seen some people throw that idea around, and I'm not a fan of that at all. Even if we was running a full season points format, I would still not be a fan of that at all. I would hate that so much. I think New Atlanta could be good if NASCAR ditched the Super Speedway package. Says John. Yeah, John Skates. My bad if I'm mispronouncing y'all names. Yeah, yeah. That I was saying that earlier though. Like if they get rid of the Super Speedway package, for Atlanta. I feel like that the racing would probably be actually it would be actually good. Mike said, "Nah, I'd rather see Daytona as the finale at least one time." Nah, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Even with a full season championship format, I do not want that to be the case. I would be that would be the worst decision. That would be the worst decision NASCAR has made in a long time. I would be pissed. That would be worse than stages. That would be worse than the 550 package being introduced. Y'all probably think I'm going overboard by saying this. Oh man, my bad for just sitting here. I'm just getting caught up talking to you guys, and I can't really focus when I'm like talking. Like when usually when I play games, I'm quiet. I'm because I'm focusing. So, and not to mention this game. Like I said, I haven't played this game in a long time. So, um, I'm really rusty. The Chevys just can't push. They got that Owen Wilson nose. Yeah, the Chevys, I don't know what it is. Like, well, yeah, it's they nose, but they adjusted their nose because they was having issues with that like 3 or 4 years ago with the Camaros to where they couldn't push down the straightaway, and then they'll end up like hooking somebody by mistake because of the nose being pointy. And I thought that they adjusted that enough to where they can push down the straightaways, but it's still a problem. Like the Fords, they can just line up perfectly. I pronounced it. Okay, good. I pronounced your name right. All right, cool. Unsubscribe. Yeah, Mike, man, I can't do it, man. I do not want that. I would hate that. I miss Road America being on the Cup schedule. I do too, man. That was a good race, man. Like, um, it was good racing in my opinion. I know people look at the intervals and be like, man, Chase Elliott and Tyler Reddick, man, they were gone from the field, and what was that 22 race? But they had a good battle though. And y'all know me, man. I hate when people judge races based on how many cars on lead lap in the intervals. I hate when people say that. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Personally, I wouldn't mind seeing Homestead back as the finale. Phoenix doesn't do it for me. Two, Homestead gives me those pre 1998 Atlanta vibes. Yeah, Atlanta Homestead, man, it's one of the best mile and a half tracks on the schedule right now. Um, I don't understand why they. I don't see how you can look at Phoenix. I mean, I know why they go to Phoenix as the finale because the um the infrastructure and all that. Like, it's up to date with how a track should be. They did they did a lot of work with that track, but man, you should be determined. You should be determining how the racing is like for your finale, man. Like, forget how well the infrastructure is and all that. Like, I don't understand that. Thanks, Infinite Rage, man. I'm kind of shocked that I'm getting these super chats. I'm not used to this. Like I said, it's my first time streaming. Uh, started off kind of rough, but got more comfortable as the stream is going on. So that's good and appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. Rudy said I gotta go. Have a good one. All right, man. See ya. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap. I'm gonna wrap it up in a little bit, probably like in another 5 more minutes. I can't thank y'all enough, man. I really appreciate it. I'll let y'all know when I'm gonna stream again. Um, like I said, I'm gonna try to make it on a Wednesday. Make this like a Wednesday thing. I don't know if it's gonna be weekly. Um, I'll probably be playing a different game next time because this hasn't gone well. Yeah, this is crazy though, man. Like, um, I really appreciate it. Uh, Disco Inferno was in here earlier. I'm actually subscribed to him. I'm pretty sure some of y'all know who he is. He was in here for a second earlier. Um, but unfortunately he had to work. But it was cool seeing him in here though. He like one of the realest YouTubers in my opinion. I think this is a bad night to be streaming because you got the NASCAR Weekly podcast going on. You got What If Racing on. He's streaming right now, if I'm not mistaken. I saw him streaming earlier, so you got all these big time YouTubers streaming. So they got, they everybody paying attention to them. I just got my ass whooped in this race. Yeah, that's it. That went terribly. I didn't